It's time for the Broadcasters Roundtable. Zach Letson joined alongside the field reporters for the Newport Gulls, Liam Tormey and Ryan Medeiros. And Liam, I'll start with you. What can Gulls fans expect on the mound tonight from a pitching staff that's been very dominant as of late?
It's been absolutely dominant. Today, this afternoon in Game 1, we'll see Grayson Moore on the mound for the Gulls with a 2.57 ERA in 4 games this year. He started in 2. It'll be his 3rd game starting this year for the Gulls. I think you could expect a lot out of him. His strikeout to walk ratio is very good, 14 strikeouts to 3 walks. So he's doing absolutely amazing in that category. So I think he'll need to get out early for the Gulls, and if they could do that against Ryan Vanderhee, who's projected to start today for the Sharks, and he's got a 6.57 ERA, hasn't played since about June 20th, so if the Gulls can get on him early, Grayson can get into a groove, the Gulls can see themselves getting out very early.
Well, you talk about Grayson Moore and the type of season he had, as you said, a 2.57 ERA, kind of a microcosm of what's been a fantastic Newport pitching staff as of late with a 1.98 ERA in their last 9.
1.98 ERA across the entire pitching staff is ridiculous. And when you get into this stretch of games where the Gulls have a lot of games going into the second half of the season, if they want to stay up in that first place spot, that's exactly where they want to be going into the playoffs. You get everyone feeling comfortable, everyone feeling confident, and a 1.98 is exactly where you want to be. And I know the coaching staff is going to be amazed by that. They're going to be impressed, and they're going to want it to continue. So hopefully Grayson can get out early, as I said, and continue that streak of 1.98 over the last 9 games.
Well, Ryan, it's a pitching staff that's certainly done their job, but this is an offense that had 3 huge swings against the Ocean State Waves in that doubleheader sweep with 3 home runs, and they've done their job at the plate as well.
Absolutely, and first off, let me apologize for my lack of fancy dress. Our Vineyard broadcaster wasn't able to make it here for the pregame show because they got delayed, unfortunately, on their way to the game today. But Vineyard will be here for today's doubleheader. Let me talk about a guy in Matt Wood who has been absolutely fantastic since returning from an injury. In 8 games since his return, a .381 average with a .515 on-base percentage. He has reached base in all 8 games since his return. He's been a huge part of Newport's offense that has the 2nd-best average in the league and the best in the Southern Division.
Oh, we're talking about it off the air. This is a pivotal doubleheader today for the Newport Gulls, and a doubleheader that these two actually played in 2019 between the Gulls and the Sharks was a big deciding factor in the final standings, with Newport finishing just a game back in second. It's a huge couple of games here for a second straight Newport Gulls doubleheader. How do they get it done?
Well, they just got to keep the bats rolling. Obviously, like Liam said, the pitching has been fantastic. I think a great development for the Gulls has been the production that Grant Umberger has given them at the back end of the bullpen. If he can be that de facto closer for this team and step up and lock down ball games, the Gulls have been blowing out teams, but if they can win those close ones, they can be a really dangerous team.
All right, getting closer to a doubleheader between the Gulls and the Sharks at 3 o'clock. But first, the Newport Gulls pregame show continues next.